ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या संप्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। आदिगुरुं जगद्वन्द्यं लोकाधीशं परात्परं नवयुगप्रवर्तारं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं श्रीशारदां विश्वमातां शिष्यवृन्दं च षोडशम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। We saw in our last class the three channels leading to the Absolute, eternally linked channels, and we saw the Advaitic process of Nitya Nitya Vastu Viveka, Iha Amutra Phalabhoga Viraga, Shamadamadi Shat Sampat, and Mumukshutta. Four important qualities that we have to acquire in our life to go along the path of Advaitic realization of self-knowledge, Atma Jnana. And here we saw in that Shamadamadi, under this Shamadamadi Shat Sampat, we saw what is Shama and what is Dama. The next 21st shloka is Nirvartatanam etesham tadvyatirikta vishayabhya uparamanam uparatihi athava vihitanam karmanam vidina parityagaha iti. Nivartitana. Once we have turned away the mind from its objects, external objects that is keeping it engaged or bound, when we are turned away, nivartitana. Etesham. Etesham refers to two we have discussed, Shama and Dhamma. From senses, the senses are turned away. The inward journey to begin. I have turned away senses. Turning away doesn't mean physically turning away. Just like when you enter into sleep, how the senses are withdrawn, how the mind is withdrawn. From all sense organs, the senses are withdrawn to the heart center. How they, as you sleep, all senses go back to your heart. Mind goes back to your heart. How they withdraw. Like that, it is withdrawal from the external world. Nivartitanam etesham, these which are nivartita, that it's brought back. It is withdrawal, it's brought back. And brought back, if we bring back, you enter into sleep. This natural process. Why I am using the turning inward is I am awake from within. I am entering into the inward journey. So I use the term nivartita, nivartanam. Nivartanam is withdrawal, at the same time it is turning inward. I have withdrawn so much that I am unaware of the external world. Even if I am in just something like a vague, a hazy awareness of the external world, it exists somewhere, not in my awareness as if. And then I withdraw. These nivartitanam etesham uparamanam. Not to allow the senses to go back again to the, I withdraw and see that side and it has run away again. That should not happen. Uparamanam. It is brought back and locked not to turn back again and run away. This withdrawal, this turning inward must be stable. It must rest in equilibrium. It must be so simple, so natural that because my laksha has turned. Formerly I was seeking world and worldly enjoyments and possessions. running after this. Now the time has come in my life that I don't want these temporary supports nor the momentary enjoyments of this world. I want something beyond. That joy and peace which never goes from me anywhere again. I want eternal peace, eternal bliss, eternal freedom from all this. So I am withdrawing and turning, and this should not go back again. Uparamanam, it is not allowing to these senses and mind which has been brought in, which is withdrawn, which is turned in. Yes, should never go back. Nivartitanam etesham tad vyatirikta. Other than that, that means Atma Jnana, the meditative process, the contemplative efforts, that from that vyatirikta vishayebhyaha. Vyatirikta, other than the what is aimed at. Now I want to sit for meditation. Suppose even on Saguna Sakara, I want to sit and meditate on Ramakrishna. I sit and meditate. Once I decide, I withdraw. I want to see the Lord's face and holy being in my heart now. And when I decide that I shall now meditate, that sankalpa to sit and meditate, it should never allow the mind or senses to turn back again till my meditation is over. That is uparamana. That what I decide, what I have aimed at, vyatirikta vishayebhya. Vishaya, now my vishaya is meditation on particular aspect of my existence. I am going to contemplate and end in meditations and then in samadhi, spiritual ecstasy. So I have to turn inward. Now and then it goes back and again jump and bring, and another door it runs away, again catch and bring. This is not we must have that grit. Yes, I am sitting for meditation. All doors are closed now. Never a thought should appear without my permission in my mind. Only this and this alone. This is called vyatirikta vishayebhyaha. From all other vishayas, objects, from all others, I am withdrawing and not to allow it back. Vishayebhyaha uparamanam. Uparamanam is like a child is playing, it's making mischief, this, that and all. I bring it back. And now it's time for you to sleep. Then I will make it calm down. It wants to run back. I don't allow. And then I will convince. I will give you chocolate tomorrow, this, that and all that. I am doing uparamana. The child not to go out again. Uparamanam athava. Athava vihitanam karmanam vidhina parityagaha. Vihitanam karmanam. The scriptures have prescribed these things are to be done. If you don't do, nothing will happen. You will not get anything. No, but it harms. Now it is like you are fallen in flood. If you don't swim, you will be drowned or carried away by the flood. If you swim, you will not attain anything. You are not going to attain. Only thing, you did not drown. So if you do sandhya, you don't have a fruit. But if you don't do sandhya vandana, then you will fall a prey to something somewhere. Some harm befalls on you. So this vihita karma, these things, you vidhivat, you have to parityaga, you have to give up all that according to the scriptural injunctions again. There is a vidhi to give up the scriptural injunctions that we are supposed to follow, called vidhi niyamas, do's and don'ts of the scriptures. I'm going to give up all things that scripture says. Vedas say, you have to do this, you have to do that, because I am giving up all desires. There are two aspects in Vedas. One is Jnana Kanda, one is Karma Kanda. We begin with the Karma Kanda, pass through the Upasana Kanda, and end in the Jnana Kanda. Now, Karma Kanda, I will do Putreshti to have a child. I will do some yaga or yajna to attain heavens. I do certain yajna or yaga to acquire huge wealth. I want to win over some king. All these are filled with desires, and there are ways. This is called Karma Kanda. I am going to give up the Karma Kanda. Now, I passed through the Upasana Kanda also, wherein the personal God, as a part of the Absolute I was taking, as a manifestation, because I cannot reach that. That part also I have finished. It is like you have finished the intermediate course and you are going to the final course of Advaitic experience, one existence in which all dissolve, and from where all things appear, and in which again all things merge back. Retraction. So this whole process I want to see in all that same Brahman. I want to see in this world everywhere Brahman. I want to see in myself the same Brahman, the limitless, endless, destructionless, avyaya, avyakta. I want to experience that and see everywhere. Now, this knowledge, to get that, to experience that one thing, that is Jnana Yoga. So, karma I am going to give. The karma you cannot give up as it is like you are engaged in an office, you are appointed, you can't run away. You have to resign the job officially and go away. Otherwise, they will give a notice, they will report to the police as absconding. One of the employees absconding. That should not happen. You cannot go away, run away from your duties. It is a duty. Now, you have finished the duty and the aims are changed. I wanted to be a worker. Now I want to be an industrialist myself. So I resign and build up my own kingdom. Like that, I am in the world. Now I want to attain my own kingdom back. So here we see that vidhina parityaga means what? Sannyasa. Giving up all objects of the world, all pursuits of the world for worldly prospects, what we were doing all these years, almost from the beginning of our life till now, is given up. All pursuits are given up, and one holding on to the attainment of. And we cannot separate simply and run away. Our efforts, constant efforts to see the divine everywhere. It goes with, I want to see divine within, I want to see myself beyond body. Then you must, the two goes together, subject and object. Subject, if you want to be divine, in object you have to see the divine. Here comes into the sannyasa, this one from ancient times, expansion of heart, expansion of love, an important part of the sannyasa. So, vidhivat tyaga is called sannyasa. Tyage naike amritattva manashuhu. A few have attained, and that is through Tyaga. What we find that in Bhagavad Gita and in Upanishads also, Vedānta Vijnana Sunischidartha Sannyasa Yoga Dhyataya Shuddha Sattva Te Brahmaloki. How that Sannyasa Yoga, they become Shuddha Sattva. Shuddha Sattva is only God and God alone in his personal aspect. Ishvara is alone Shuddha Sattva Pradhana. All jivas, innumerable jivas, inseparable part of Ishvara, are all Malina Sattva Pradhana. What is Malina Sattva? There is Rajas and Tamas mixed with the Sattva. So Sattva is contaminated with Rajas and Tamas, desires and lethargy, excessive anger, excessive this one. All that becomes a problem. It is not Shuddha Sattva. It's through giving up all things that is obstructing my vision, I slowly evolve to that state where I am able to be independent of all external things. All defects, all imperfections drop off from me. So, having given up the world and worldly pursuits of enjoyments and possessions, I am self, I am Atman, I am searching for the... without giving up, without leaving, you cannot search. Having given up, then in Bhagavad Gita, asanga shastrena dridena chitva tatah param tat parivargitavyam. You have to search for that after giving that asanga shastrena dridena chitva. Asanga. I don't have sangha with anything. I don't have association with anything. And whatever I associate it, I see the divine in it. So I am eating food, I am taking bhiksha from 4 houses and living. I say divine hand feeding me, divine hand giving me arms, divine eating, and divine making this body alive. So divine is brought into picture. So that through that renunciation, he acquires Shuddha Sattva, in which there is no tamas, there is no rajas. Sannyasa is viraja. Brahmacharya is vitama. I am emerging from tamas. That's why activities becomes most important part of the brahmachari life, inseparable from his life, because he has to emerge from tamas. Being one with others, running about and working, the tamas falls off. And then he emerges out. Then he strives to get rid of all desires. First, who tries to remove their desires will never succeed. You have to emerge from the tamas. Then, I don't want anything in this world. I don't want anything in this world. So he emerges from the rajasa also. Then he attains sattva. And this sattva links itself to the divine. It sees the divine slowly inside, shining forth. And this shining forth makes him understand, I am divine, this whole world and all beings are divine. This, when he starts seeing the divine within, the sattva has become Shuddha Sattva. I am God, all these are gods. That vision, that is called Shuddha Sattva. Vedānta Vijnana Sunichatartha Sannyasa Yogat Yataya Shuddha Sattva. They attain Shuddha Sattva. And Paranta Kale, when the body falls off after realization, they become one with the Brahman. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Drutavikraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namami.